Punk Rock Elite, a podcast about NoFX. Hello and welcome to Punk Rock Elite, a podcast about NoFX. It's me, it's Eddie French, and I'm here with the other one. Say hello, Red.
Hello, I'm the other one.
That's the other one, Red Redmond. How's your week been, Red?
My week's been busy, but it's been fun. I run the comedy department, I guess, of a venue in Sheffield at the Lead Mill.
Yes.
And we've had a lot of comedy shows. Last night we had a sold-out comedy club with Suze Kempner headlining, and it was dead good. And yeah, we just had a lot of tour shows recently. We've had like Sarah Keyworth, Jen Brister, Tom Ward.
Oh, wow.
Anna Mann. We've had some great shows, and hopefully we should be, because as much as I love doing shows, there's been too many recently. So I think we're going into a period of slightly less shows so I can have my life back.
Ah, yes. The feast or famine of the of those in the arts.
Absolutely.
So yeah, well, that's good.
How about you? How was your week?
My week was okay. It's about to we're recording on a Thursday, and last night I did a gig that you booked me for, which I was very pleased about.
I did.
Not one at the Lead Mill, I noticed, but I only noticed because I went to a different city from the one the Lead Mill was in. And I thought this might not be at the Lead Mill.
We do a cheeky double up, so the opener at Lead Mill tends to go and close Doncaster.
Yes, but that was nice. I had a nice time, and I've got over the next 3 days 2 in Leeds and 1 in Stockton, I think, somewhere in the northeast.
Lovely.
So not too far to go. I get to sleep in my own bed all of those evenings, and the audience get to sleep in the venues. No, so that's pretty exciting. That's a nice thing to do, and I don't want to look at my diary because I always look at it on a Sunday evening to see what I'm doing for the following week. Otherwise, I get too overwhelmed, either by how much I've got to do or by how little I'm going to earn. So it's just either way, it's a stress I don't need more than a week's worth at once. As you know, Red, to be a true punk rock elite, you have to know everything. Just everything.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'm testing you today because I've found out that funtrivia.com, I mean, we both love those things, right?
Yeah, big fans.
Fun and trivia, excellent. Some people have put some NoFX related quizzes together.
Great.
I'm going to start you up. They're all multiple choice, so I'll be giving you options. They're all lyric based, so I thought I'd start off with some non-lyric based ones. So these are ones that I've thought of. So question 1, Red Redmond, if you're sitting comfortably. Can you tell me what business Eric Melvin opened in the 90s?
Well, I'm guessing it wasn't a t-shirt shop. The man is always chestless.
That's true. No, it wasn't a t-shirt shop. That would have been a very interesting one. Melvin's t-shirts, just bare-chested sales assistants recommending t-shirts. You just wouldn't, would you? It's like receiving food from a thin chef. You're like, nah, I'm not having that.
At this point, though, hey, I think I'm going to have to... I don't think that I'm going to score very well on this quiz. So let's have some fun.
Well, if you can't do the trivia, we'll do the fun. That's the great thing about funtrivia.com.
Of course. Well, my guess is flip-flops.
Flip-flops?
Yeah.
That Californian chap. A bit beachy, a bit surfy. It is not, I'm afraid. It's a little more grown up. It was a coffee shop.
Oh, really?
Yes, he opened a coffee shop. And I'll give you a bonus point. I'm going to mark these points down now. I'll give you a bonus point if you can give me an approximation of what the coffee shop might have been called.
An approximation of it.
Yeah, it's very easy to guess some of it, but to guess all of it would be very difficult indeed. So,
ooh, I don't know. Maybe he's gone for a joke name. Okay.
Oh yeah.
And maybe he got, and I'm really, really going out on a limb here.
Yeah.
Maybe he got Dave Bautista involved. Yeah. Because I
Okay.
think a coffee shop called Dave Baristas could really
Right.
work.
I mean, it could work. Yeah, I don't know. Of all of the bands that sort of have a Dave Bautista's a wrestler, isn't he? He's an
Yeah.
actor now, or arguably. I don't want to get into whether wrestling's acting. Of all of the bands there have been that have got an association with wrestling,
Yes.
no effects don't spring to mind so much. They might be the walk on music for a dominatrix, but
Mm.
it is not Dave Barista, and I'm sure you'll be absolutely
Shocked.
gutted to hear that.
What is that?
Terrified.
Does that mean I'm not getting a point for this one?
It means you're not getting a point for that one. No, it's well, I think what I was sort of skirting around is that one of the words in the title is very obvious, and the other one isn't, because it was called Spun Melvins.
None of that says coffee. Like, none of that
The
is
past
remotely
tense
coffee.
to spin, spun, Melvins. So I'm assuming there was an apostrophe in there instead of spun Melvins, like spun sugar. It's just candy floss with dreadlocks, which sounds disgusting now I've just said it. Ugh. Anyway, no. So and the second of my trivia ones. In which television show can you see El Jefe as a initially regular background artiste and then a reoccurring character?
So, a background character who becomes a regular character,
Well,
TV show.
yeah, so sort of became a reoccurring rather. It was regular background
Sure.
in sort of larger scenes.
So, I'm thinking this is probably. I might be. I'm guessing I'm completely wrong, but my guess would be like some sort of like young adult sitcom.
Okay.
So, like, my guess would be something like Saved by the Bell.
I'm going to let you re-guess because
Ooh.
Saved by the Bell is absolutely the wrong era.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about something in the 20 teens.
Really?
We're talking grown up adult children having Hefe.
Oh.
Yep.
So, like, recent.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hefe
Wow.
went through a bit of a midlife crisis and joined an improv group and then started acting as well.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I
Well, I
know.
need to find out. I don't know. What was he? Was he in like Modern Family or something?
No, it wasn't a comedy.
Oh, okay. What? What was he in? I need to know.
Okay, I'll just let you off that. He was in Mayans,
Oh, okay.
the spin-off of Sons of Anarchy,
Yeah.
where he plays one of the biker gang members.
You know what? Now that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Because you've
Yeah.
like Henry Rollins has been in Sons of Anarchy.
He was in Sons of Anarchy, wasn't he? Yes, he was
a
a white
Nazi.
supremacist, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So now I think about it, that makes sense. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he played a character called Smokey, who said named for 4 episodes, but I seem to remember he posted a lot with the hashtag Actors Life, which made me wince a little bit. But then, to be fair, I know people who use that hashtag who definitely haven't been in TV shows where they've had a name. So
yeah, that's true.
I go, well, do you know what? That's fine if you want to do that. Yeah, played a character called Smokey. I started watching Mayans just because I had nothing else to do. I was I think I was single at the time. I was just sort of, there was basically nothing to fill my days, and I went, oh, what's that thing that El Jefe's in? And I went and watched it, and it took me 3 episodes to realise it was a spin-off of Sons of Anarchy, even though they have literal Sons of Anarchy in the first episode. I was just really not paying attention, clearly, but I didn't get to the point where I saw Hefe in it. But yeah, he's also been in 2 things recently called one's called 420.
I wonder what that's about.
I haven't got a clue. Probably April. Something called Psychos and Socios.
Oh, okay.
In those, he plays the characters. In 420, he plays Angel, and in Psychos and Socios, he plays Gabriel. So,
wow.
Yeah, those are those ones. I'm afraid you didn't get.
I think we should take a moment to appreciate how good it would have been if El Jefe was in Saved by the Bell.
If he was like AC Slater's strange mate who just keeps on just doing like weird voices next to them. I would be all over that. Absolutely. Oh, that would be good. Yeah. Okay, right. Let's put those questions on hold, right? Who are the members of NoFX playing in TV shows?
Well, I mean, Eric Melvin is Screech, isn't he? Basically.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, we'll have him as Screech. Okay, all right, we're just sticking with that. Yeah. I think I can't, there are only like there are only three men or three male characters in Saved by the Bell because you've got Slater, you've got
Mm.
Zach, and you've got Screech. Now, I think that Mike would prefer to dress as Kelly.
Yeah, true.
So we've got that one sorted, which means he will have to alternate going out between. In fact, I think Hefe would make a very good AC Slater, which does leave
Yeah.
Eric Sandin as Zach Morris. So he's going to be the one monologuing, occasionally slipping into a dream sequence where he's Vanilla Ice. I look forward to
Brilliant.
that. Oh, and it also means that Fat Mike would have the story where he gets addicted to pills, life
Yeah.
imitating or art imitating life, and he would then go on to be in Showgirls as well. So that's my one. Yeah, good. Okay, so these are the lyric quizzes that I've pulled up.
Okay.
This quiz has two formats. You can play it as a time quiz or shown below. Let's just...
We shall not be constrained by time.
Absolutely not, no. Number one, and get used to this format. Which song is this from? For me to put down, torpedo to the ground. I can give you four choices. A200 Club. I live in a cake. Beer bong.
Oh, I was going to say, is it bottles to the ground? But it's not.
Or freedom. So for me to put down, torpedo to the ground. This is pretty old school, so there's going to be some people even older than us going, you don't even know when NoFX was cool.
Absolutely. And they are right. I'm going to guess beer bong.
All right, then. We'll put that in. You've got to answer all of these. I think there's about 15 here, and then
Excellent.
we'll find out at the end. Okay, so number two. Which song has these lyrics? People suck, people suck. That's one sentence. There's a comma after the first suck, as there often is, I find. So is that from Life O'Reilly? Mean people suck? You drink, you drive, you spill? Or day to days?
I mean, I'm going to go with mean people suck.
Sure, absolutely. Some of these are like, I don't know how it is around the rest of the world, but in the UK, when you do your driving test, you have a theory test and a practical test. And very often they'll say things like, "Oh, right, you are approaching you're approaching a junction, and you see a police car with its sirens on behind you. Do you A, pull over safely, B, steer erratically, C, drive at people, D, set the car on fire?" And you go, let me think. So that one just reminded me of that. It's anyway, right, so this one is phrased brilliantly. He just goes, "Where did this come from?" When it was time to go, I had nothing to say. Don't you look at me. Is that from... I mean, they're taking pure poetry from NoFX here, aren't they?
I didn't realise that NoFX were such poets.
Weren't they? I mean, just some of this is just... and it's all... Oh, it's wonderful. Was that
I thought they just screamed about whiskey, but, you know.
That comes later. This might have been straight edge era, to be honest. So let's have a look here. So was that from Green Corn? I don't want you around.
Oh, sorry, what was the lyric again?
When it was time to go, I had nothing to say. Don't you look at me.
Okay.
Was it from Food, Sex and You? And that is spelt EWE. Or Together on the Sand?
What was the second to last one?
Food, Sex and You.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna guess that one.
I think that sounds promising. I'm not 100% on the earlier
No,
stuff
I'm
and the
not at
lyrics and
all. I'm
stuff.
pretty sure it's not Green Chord, but could be wrong.
So, what song is this? And it takes a little pause just before I sing the bad word. Now, is that from Bob? Please play this song on the radio. She's gone, or You're bleeding.
Again, a lot of songs that like maybe like two out of those songs I'm familiar with. I'm gonna say, is it the second one? Like, please play me on the radio.
Please play this song on the radio. All
Yeah,
right.
that would be my guess.
Name the song. I wasn't brought here, I was born,
Oh,
circumcised, categorized, allegiance sworn. You made a
yeah,
noise of recognition there.
I know. I think I know this one.
Is it Linoleum, Laurie Myers, The Bruise, or Don't Call Me White?
I think it's "Don't Call Me White."
Alrighty.
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll find out, hey. So, name the song these lyrics come from. They've tried really hard to, like, phrase these in different ways so they don't get boring. So, name the song these lyrics came from. They dress well and they're speaking articulate. They show each other respect. Is that from August 8th? Filthy Phil Philanthropist. What's the matter with kids today? Or bleeding heart disease?
Oh, what was the lyric? Sorry.
They dress well and they're speaking articulate. They show each other respect.
And Suits and Ladders isn't in there.
No, you've got August 8th, Filthy Phil Philanthropist. What's the matter with kids today? And bleeding heart disease.
I'm gonna go with Filthy Phil Philanthropist.
All right. That is from Heavy Petting Zoo, that song. The song you chose. I cannot speak to the accuracy. Or I won't do in my guise as quizmaster. You'll never understand it. Try to buy and brand it. What's the song? Is it All Outta Angst? It's My Job to Keep Punk Rock Elite? Eat the Meek or Falling in Love? You'll never understand it. Try to buy and brand it.
I think it's what was the second one? Punk Rock
It's My
Elite.
Job to Keep Punk Rock Elite.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is Punk Rock Elite.
Okay.
Imagine if I've got this wrong on our Punk Rock Elite podcast.
That's all right. No, look, I maintain the Punk Rock Elite title of this is tongue in cheek because no one is it. Anyway, that's beside the point. All right. Okay. So which song did this come from? Parasitic music industry as it destroys itself. Is that Thank God It's Monday? Theme from a NoFX album? Dinosaurs Will Die? Or Bottles to the Ground?
Go on, give me the lyric again.
Parasitic music industry as it destroys itself.
I think it's Dinosaurs Will Die.
All right.
Which I think they refer to as their... Is it Dinosaurs Will Die or is it Church and Skate? They consider one of those their best song. They say it a lot.
they think those two are there. Yes, I believe so. Yeah. Well, interestingly enough, that's an option coming up. So this song was their most popular song for 4 years straight. No citation needed. Name it. Make every show a matinee. Teach kids to be all they can be. Is that American Errorist, Franco-un-American, Separation of Church and Skate, or Decomposer?
Oh, what was the lyric again?
Make every show a matinee. Teach kids to be all they can be.
I think it might be Separation of Church and Skate.
Well, there you go. We've got Dinosaurs Will Die and Separation of Church and Skate in a row. And yeah, you're right. I think Mike did consider Church and Skate to be his best song for a while. He may have revisited that, but certainly at the time, because I think they're both pretty high up on their best of, aren't they? They're like the opening songs, as I recall. Anyway.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
This song, this is brilliant. This song is very popular. It's a NoFX song. It's reasonably popular.
Yeah, fair.
What's its tile? I assume they meant title. We want people with college degrees, drug use experience and STDs, people with open-minded philosophies. Come hug California trees. Is that Leaving Jesus Land, Seeing Double at the Triple Rock, 60%, or You Will Lose Faith?
Could I get the lyric again?
We want
think
people
it's...
with college degrees, drug use experience, and STDs.
Yeah, I don't
People...
think this is... So I thought, like, because they said it's popular. And I would say the most popular song in that list would be Seeing Double at the Triple Rock. But I don't
Yes.
think it's from that, unless I'm having a complete
The other
meltdown.
options, apart from Seeing Double, are Leaving Jesus Land, 60%,
Well,
or You Will Lose Faith.
I mean, I'll guess 60%.
Fair enough.
Because that's a relatively popular NoFX song.
They used to open with it a lot.
Yeah.
This song is from their 2009 album. What's it called? Mexican America was the perfect name that epitomized the order of significance, authority, and affluence.
I think I know this one.
Creeping Out Sarah, I Am an Alcoholic, The Quitter, or We Called It America.
We Called It America.
There you go. Opening, the
Coaster.
opening one. Yep, the opening song on Coaster. I saw them at Leeds Festival after that was released. I think it was the first time. It might have been 2010. It might have been the first time they did it after that album. That was their most recent album. And they played We Called It America. And they were really, really excited because they got to do, it's got the Alec Baldwin thing. The Leeds a week? The Leeds a week? You're fucking weak. And then it starts. And he's like, we get to do it because we're in Leeds. Oh, the Leeds a week. And they just said it and they were really excited. So anyway. Oh, this one's slightly different. Does NoFX's song Instrumental have lyrics?
I'm going to say yes.
It feels tricky, doesn't it? And I can't say because I don't recall a song called Instrumental, but who knows? Okay. This was one of their first songs ever.
Oh, God.
It's a great way of phrasing it. He came up to my window and shouted to get out. So I quickly took the donut and I shoved it in his mouth. Now, is that song Live Your Life, Ant Attack, Bob Turkey, or Cops and Donuts?
Well.
Now, what are you going to do?
I've done some sleuthing.
Oh, really?
And I believe...
You go into your Sherlock mind palace.
I have. I've gone into my mind palace.
Through it. All the cocaine going through your body. Cocaine and nicotine just permeating. Yeah.
I have Benedict Cumberbatched this. I think it's Cops and Donuts.
It's not what I would have picked, but all right. I don't have a mind palace, I guess. Okay. Oh, cool. This song was featured on Punkorama. What is its name? The Flower Blooms, Resplendent Fumes, A Miracle Rebirth.
Oh, God.
Is it I Gotta Pee? Drugs Are Good? We threw gasoline on the fire and now we have stumps for arms and no eyebrows? Or Party Enema?
I need to listen to more early NoFX. I've been putting it off for a long time.
Some solid titles going on, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Party Enema just because it's so enjoyable to say.
It is, yes. All right. So, the song Green Corn has these lyrics. Your obviousness disgusts me. I see through your macho lies. I'll fight everything you stand for. Now, is that true or false?
Oh, man. I don't know the lyrics to Green Corn. I just know I enjoy the song. I'm going to say false.
Okay, then. False. Right, then. Submit these answers.
How did I do in general?
You did pretty well.
Really?
Yeah, you did okay. You got 9 out of 15.
Way! That's all right, actually. I'm happy with that.
I mean, you've literally given 60 or so %, which I think is the optimum NoFX score.
Yeah, true.
Number 1, for me to put down, torpedo to the ground. You answered beer bong, and that's correct. So well done. You got 1 point there. So People Suck did indeed come from the song Mean People Suck. Well done. You must be feeling very pleased with yourself.
I guess that's NoFX's Nazi punks fuck off, right?
Sort of, yeah. It's
Mean people suck.
Yeah, mean people suck. I mean, the thing is that was like, I think that might be the first song. I think it's early on S&M Airlines, their second album. And their first album is just calling vegetarians twats for the whole thing. And then they're like, yeah, well, mean people suck, don't they? It's like, all right, then. Fair enough. Fair enough. Don't go looking to people for consistency. You'll never find it. This lyric, when it was time to go, I had nothing to say. Don't you look at me. Was not from Food, Sex and You. It was from I Don't Want You Around.
Fair enough.
So, we get a little bit of trivia here. The song I Don't Want You Around is in the album Ribbed. I Don't Want You Around is 1 minute and 39 seconds long.
Lovely.
Brilliant. Question 4. It takes a little pause just before I sing the bad word. You're correct, it was. Please play this song on the radio.
Cheeky chappies.
From White Trash to Heebs and a Bean. The trivia for that is this album was originally supposed to have a different name. It did. It had much more unpleasant racial slurs in it. And then Eric Melvin's grandmother heard that they were planning to call it that and said, please don't. I wasn't brought here, I was born, circumcised, categorized, allegiance sworn.
Sure.
Don't call me white. Of course it was.
Yeah.
Because you can hear all the words on that one. It's nice. The trivia here is it is in the album. They keep on saying in the album, Punk and Drublick. Fine. The album was recorded in Hollywood, California. Well, I never.
How surprising.
I know. The lyrics, they dress well and they're speaking articulate. They show each other respect. Is not from Filthy Phil Philanthropist. It's from What's the Matter with Kids Today.
Fair.
Yes. That's from Heavy Petting Zoo. Or on vinyl, Eating Lamb. You'll never understand it. Try to buy and brand it. Thankfully, we do get to keep the podcast title because, yes, it is from It's My Job to Keep Punk Rock Elite.
Yay.
On the is on the album So Long and Thanks for All the Shoes. On the CD, it bears a warning. Unlawful duplication may be hazardous to your health. All right, then. Funtrivia.com is a great website, by the way. Hashtag not spawn, but not opposed to it. Okay, so the song Parasitic Music Industry as it destroys itself is from Dinosaurs Will Die.
Great.
Well done. Dinosaurs Will Die from Pump Up the Vallum. Yes, underrated. I listened to it the other day while I was working, and I thought, this is actually a much better album than I thought.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the sleeper albums, I think. Like, it's one of the ones you don't really think of, but actually...
It is.
Really
it's
good.
got What's the Matter with Parents Today, which is very, very good. I wouldn't have minded if they'd have gone, do you know what, should we put My Vagina on an EP instead? But, you know, it's not my album.
It's not yours.
It's not mine. They get to put what they want on their album, so that's fine. This song was their most popular for 4 years straight. Bold claim. Make every show a matinee. Teach kids to be all they can be. It was the separation of church and skate. This song also featured on NoFX's Greatest Hits album. Brilliant. This song is very popular. What's its title? We want people with college degrees, drug use experience and STDs, people with open-minded philosophies, come hug California trees. It was not 60%, I'm afraid, Red. It was Leaving Jesus Land.
Right.
Which has got a great bit of Mel Yell on it. Wolves in Wolves Clothing. The album has a bonus track called Insulted by Germans Again. Great. This song is from 2009. What's it called? Mexican America was the perfect name that epitomized the order of significance, authority, and affluence. And it was We Called It America.
Good song.
Oh, yes. Does NoFX's song Instrumental have any lyrics? Your answer, yes. The correct answer was no.
Well...
Oh, here's the answer for it. It does not, because an instrumental piece is just the music from the instruments.
Wow.
That's what it's pointing out. I mean, that's pointing it out to you like a 6-year-old. It is in the album Maximum Rock and Roll. which is possibly why it's not been heard. Do you know what? That has a 49% accuracy, so pretty much everyone is just guessing that one. And they're going, instrumental. It would be like No Effects to release a song called Instrumental with loads of lyrics to it. So I get it, yeah. This was one of their first songs ever. He came up to my window and shouted to get out, so I quickly took the donut and I shoved it in his mouth. Staggeringly, yes, it was Cops and Donuts.
Cops and Donuts, yeah.
Yep, amazing. That's another Maximum Rock and Roll. They released the album while on Mystic. This was featured on Punkorama, The Flower Blooms, Resplendent Fumes, A Miracle Rebirth. You said Party Enema because you thought it was funny.
Yeah.
The correct answer was We Threw Gasoline on the Fire and Now We Have Stumps for Arms and No Eyebrows.
Well.
Yep. The song Green Corn has these lyrics. Your obviousness disgusts me. I see through your macho lies. I'll fight everything you stand for. You said that wasn't green corn. Red, it was green corn.
Oh, man. It was green corn.
It is in
I
the
thought
album.
it could have been green corn.
It could have been. It's in the album Ribbed. It's the first track on the album.
I've never seen them do green corn live, and I would definitely like to see that happen.
Yes. I don't know how strict they're going to be on this 40 songs, 40 cities, 40 gates or whatever. Because I sort of get the feeling that it looks good on the poster, but why would you, it's the same way that I still don't believe the 60% song, like at the heart of it, they're like, we just do it, we try a little bit. I'm like, I don't believe it. Do you know what I mean? I think they all do try really hard because they like doing it. Far be it from me to just, can't believe Punk Rock Elite is putting No Effects on blast for mucking about a bit, Anyway, well, that was some good trivia. You did pretty well there, yeah. So yeah, 60 or so percent. How you feeling with that result?
I'm happy with that result. I'm happy to be as good as the opening track of Wolves in Wolves Clothing. I think
it's a reasonable aspiration, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to send us any quizzes, if you want to come up with some quizzes and send them in, punkrockelitepodcast@gmail.com. Let us know if you've got some brilliant stuff, or if you just want to share any sort of feelings, thoughts about No Effects, about the podcast. By all means, call us posers. We don't care. We've both been called a lot worse, a lot more loudly and violently than that before, so we'll be fine. But if you'd like to do something constructive, like share your favourite memory of seeing No Effects or a particularly special sort of relationship you have to the band, then please do. We'd love to hear them. This is what we're doing. We're here to talk about No Effects in its entirety. I think we'll call it one for there today. You got anything coming up you'd like to plug, Rad?
Just the Manchester Punk Festival that we're both performing at and are looking
forward
to.
Yes, absolutely. Manchester Punk Festival, which is... Hi there, this is Eddie at the editing desk. I noticed that neither Red nor I actually gave clear details as to when the Manchester Punk Festival was on, so I'm here to tell you it's the 7th, 8th and 9th of April in Manchester. That is the Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Thank you. Back to the original record.
Yeah, it does go on Friday, but the comedy stage only runs on Saturday and Sunday.
So the whole festival is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Something like 5 different venues, lots of different bands. I think
Off With Their Heads, Random Hand, Big D and the Kids Table, Lightyear, good stuff.
The Meths.
Yeah.
They're on Fat Record signing,
and sadly not Direct Hit. They've pulled out for the second year in a row. They're on Fat Records, and I was so looking forward to seeing Direct Hit. I love them.
Yes.
So I'm a bit gutted for that, really. Also, if anybody is looking for a newer band to see at Manchester Punk Festival, my friend's band Dead Objectives will be playing, and I don't think they've been given their venue yet, but they are a really, really fucking great hardcore punk band that I would recommend everybody go see. A little bit old school, but very, very good.
That's all right. When you get old, you start to like old school more.
We are old.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. So if you like old stuff, what was the name of that band, Red?
Dead Objectives.
Dead Objectives.
Old school in their style, but still very much a young new band.
Well, I've got a recommendation for a hardcore band called Gel,
Okay.
Gel. They are playing Boom in Leeds on the 10th of March. I'm going to see them with my girlfriend, and whether this is out by then or not, you can still find them on Bandcamp and all that stuff. Really, really good. Just some very, very good hardcore. I like it a lot.
Always good for a lovely little bit of hardcore.
I just love a little bit of hardcore. You know what it is? You just go,
Just love a little bit of hardcore.
you know, obviously I've spent the last few weeks listening to Burt Bacharach, may she rest in peace. But in between, a little bit of hardcore. Just go, do you know what? Actually, yes, I will. I want some D-beat crossover, then a little bit of hardcore. Thank you. If you can get down to Manchester Punk Festival and you want to take a load off for a little bit, there's some absolutely wonderful acts going to be on in the... What's the name of the venue the comedy happens in?
We're going to be in Sandbar, which is... I used to run a regular gig there, so I'm very looking forward to getting back on that stage. It's a lovely little venue. It's a great place to come and chill out in between bands. If you just want a beer, they do great real ale. You can sit in the back room. It's completely free to come and watch the comedy. We've got Andrew O'Neill and John Robertson headlining. They're fantastic. It'll be great.
All sorts of other people. And so it's very, very exciting. Thank you very much, Red, for joining me today.
No problem at all. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for the quiz.
Oh, well, the quiz is good. There are 3 others in case we ever get caught short for an episode again. But
well, I think the next quiz, I need to ask you the next quiz.
I think that's fair. We'll have another quiz one at some point soon. As I say, get in touch, follow us on the socials. If you have a friend who likes NoFX, then that is a friend indeed, and let them know about the podcast. Follow us on all the socials at Punk Rock Elite Podcast, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to Punk Rock Elite. It was a Pick Scraped and Frootcake co-production by Eddie French and Red Redmond. If you're not following us on Instagram or subscribe to the podcast, please do. The main theme and production was done by Eddie French. Please contact us at punkrockelitepodcast@gmail.com. Thank you.